Imagine a golden, crispy dish, ready in minutes, that delights both children and adults alike. Fish sticks are much more than just a frozen snack. They are an icon of quick cooking, a school lunchbox favourite, and a lifesaver for last-minute dinners. But have you ever wondered how a fish that swims in the icy depths of the ocean is transformed into that perfect bite? To find out, let's dive into the frigid waters of the Bering Sea and see from the inside how these delicious fish sticks are made. Fish sticks were not always a freezer staple. Their story begins in 1953, when Gorton's, an American fishing company, introduced the first frozen fish sticks ready to cook. This invention revolutionized the way families consumed fish, offering a practical option at a time when home refrigeration was still developing. However, the idea of processed fish goes back further. In the 19th century, European fishermen already dried and salted cod to preserve it, though in a much more rudimentary way. During the 1960s and 1970s, fish sticks became a household essential, especially in the United States and the United Kingdom, thanks to their convenience and affordability. Their popularity grew so much that chains like McDonald's incorporated Alaska pollock into their famous filet-o fish, while surimi, another derivative of the same fish, became the base for imitation crab. Today, the fish stick industry generates billions of dollars annually, standing as a pillar of the fishing economy. But how does a fish caught in the open sea become a product ready to fry? It all begins in the Bering Sea, a vast and icy body of water between Alaska and Siberia, home to a rich marine biodiversity. Here, Alaska pollock, a relative of cod, reigns as the star ingredient of fish sticks. This fish, measuring between 30 and 60 centimeters and weighing up to 1 kilo, feeds on zooplankton and lives close to the seabed. Although abundant, only 15% of its population is allowed to be caught each year, a measure that ensures the sustainability of the species. The catch is carried out on vessels over 100 meters long, built to withstand storms and extreme temperatures in the Bering Sea. Equipped with 6,000 horsepower diesel engines and reinforced hulls, these ships are true floating factories. Inside, the crew enjoys amenities like sleeping quarters, fully equipped kitchens, and internet access, allowing them to endure journeys of up to 3 weeks. Locating schools of pollock in such a vast ocean is no easy task. To do this, ships use an echo sounder, an acoustic sonar mounted under the hull that emits sound waves. These waves bounce off the swim bladders of the fish, allowing the crew to detect their location with pinpoint accuracy. This technology ensures the nets are deployed in the right place, maximizing the catch while minimizing environmental impact. Once the school of fish is located, the outhaul process begins, or the deployment of the net. These nets, technological marvels that can cost up to $500,000, are designed to capture massive amounts of pollock. The crew hooks the net to a reinforced cable and releases it through the stern ramp of the ship. As the vessel advances at low speed, the current opens the net in the shape of a cone, while heavy side doors and anchor chains keep it about 9 meters deep. A transducer, nicknamed the suitcase, monitors the net in real time, sending data to the captain about its shape and contents. When the net is full, the recovery begins. The crew carefully lifts the doors and chains to avoid tangles, and the catch, which can include several tons of pollock, is released onto the deck. A zipper at the base of the net allows the fish to fall onto grates that guide them into storage compartments with a capacity of up to 100 tons each. But unfortunately, not everything caught in the net is pollock. Bycatch, which can include everything from crabs to strange objects like shipwreck debris, is carefully separated and returned to the ocean to protect the ecosystem. The pollock, meanwhile, move on to a sorting machine that separates them by size. The smaller fish are sent for surimi, while the larger ones, ideal for fish sticks, continue to the next stage. In the floating factory, the pollock pass by a worker who lines them up on the conveyor belt during exhausting shifts of up to 15 hours. Then, a specialised machine takes over the evisceration, decapitating and gutting up to 50 fish per minute. Next, another machine fillets the bodies in a 4-step process, opening the belly, removing the ribs and spine, and finally dividing them into 2 boneless fillets. 5 machines work simultaneously, processing up to 45,000 fish per hour. Before moving on, the fillets go through a critical stage called candling. On an illuminated conveyor, workers inspect each fillet for bones, skin, or parasites. This step ensures the final product is safe and high quality. The smaller fillets are ground and washed to create surimi, while the larger ones are grouped into rectangular blocks, weighed and frozen at -3 degrees Celsius in plate freezers filled with liquid Freon. This ultra-fast freezing preserves freshness and halts microbial activity. The frozen blocks are taken to a packing station, where they are stacked in boxes with precision to optimize space. Each box is sealed and labeled with details like weight, product, and packing date, ensuring traceability. The boxes are then stored in cold chambers where they remain fresh until reaching the port. In a single day, a trawler can process and pack up to 120 tons of pollock, most of which will eventually become delicious fish sticks. Once at port, the cargo is quickly transferred into refrigerated containers to prevent spoilage. These containers travel by truck to processing plants, where the boxes are kept in cold storage until distribution. Before becoming fish sticks, the frozen blocks go through a rigorous quality inspection. Random samples are tested for size, texture, and taste to ensure they meet industry standards. At the plant, the frozen blocks are placed on conveyor belts and cut with automatic saws. First, a band saw splits the blocks in half. Then, other saws cut them into bars. And finally, rotating blades shape them into the classic fish stick form. Each block yields about 378 sticks, a process optimized for efficiency. The next step is battering, where the sticks are coated in a creamy mix of flour, water, spices, and a hint of sweetness. Air jets remove the excess, leaving a light layer. The sticks are then covered in breadcrumbs, which cling to the batter. A quick fry of 30 seconds in oil at 200 degrees Celsius seals the coating, keeping the interior frozen to preserve the fish's texture. After frying, the fish sticks are cooled to -22 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. Once frozen, robotic arms arrange them into boxes of 10 units, which are sealed, stacked, and stored in freezers until distribution. Refrigerated trucks then deliver the sticks to supermarkets, where they arrive ready to be cooked at home. Fish sticks are not only delicious but also nutritious. Alaska pollock is rich in lean protein, low in fat, and an excellent source of omega-3 fatty acids, which support heart health. Their frozen format makes them practical, with a long shelf life that helps reduce food waste. For those seeking healthier options, oven-baked fish sticks are a lower-calorie alternative. Although traditional fish sticks are made with pollock, there are alternatives for specific diets. Vegans can enjoy versions made with plant proteins such as tofu or seitan, which mimic the texture and flavour of fish. There are also gluten-free options, ideal for people with dietary intolerances. Fish sticks are packaged in cardboard boxes or bags designed to protect them from moisture and keep them fresh. The most common packs contain between 10 and 20 sticks, enough for a family meal, although industrial-sized packs are also available for restaurants. Each box includes clear instructions for cooking in the oven or frying pan, ensuring a crispy and flavourful result. From the factory, the sticks are distributed to supermarkets and stores in refrigerated trucks. On the shelves, their colourful and practical packaging attracts consumers who choose them for their convenience and taste. Whether for a quick dinner or a school lunchbox, fish sticks are a versatile option that never disappoints. And that's the end of the process of making delicious fish sticks. If you enjoyed this journey, there are many more processes waiting to be discovered in From the Inside. Below, you'll find videos that show how everyday products are made. Subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.